And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly fantastic day today. You see the title of the video. One of the things that makes Michael Jordan the GOAT, and one of the things that makes Michael Jordan as successful as he is in every way, and not just Michael Jordan, I would argue that any people who are just ultra successful, this is one of the common things about them, and that is they embrace the challenge. But not only do they embrace the challenge, they see the challenge as part of the process. This is just what you have to do. And in some cases, in particular, like Michael Jordan, they actually love the challenge. I did a video maybe a week or two ago where Phil Jackson talked about that Michael Jordan loved being in the middle of the storm, that Michael Jordan loved the pressure situations. Like he didn't just he wasn't just willing to face them, but he actually enjoyed facing them. And so the reason I decided to do this video is I was scrolling through my news feed and I saw this article pop up of Michael Jordan talking about wanting to retire while he was on top, and basically saying, you know, he wanted to retire while he was still getting double teamed. Because it made me think of Anthony Edwards, who, you know, was a player who I've heard complaining about getting double teamed. Not just Anthony Edwards. I feel like it's a few players in this modern NBA who complain about getting double teamed. So before we go any further, let's check out this article from Basketball Network. And it says, Michael Jordan explained why he was going to retire at the top of his game. When teams start to guard me one-on-one, I know it's past my time. It said ahead of the 1997-98 NBA season, there was much speculation that Michael Jordan would hang up his jersey and sneakers for good. The strife between Chicago Bulls general manager Jerry Krause and the team was seen as the major factor, as Krause was insisting on rebuilding even if the team went 82-0, which still blows my mind that, you know, some people just can't get out their own way, and Krause was one of them. Continues, says he wouldn't bring back Phil Jackson as a coach, and MJ didn't want to play for anybody else. Says the majority of NBA fans did not accept such reasons would push the GOAT to retire. After all, even at 35 years old, Mike could still drop 30 to 40 points on any given night. He was still on top of his game and way better than most NBA superstars. But the Black Cat had a different vision for his career. As a diligent student of the game, MJ had seen some of his idols grow old on the bench. This was not how he pictured his last years in the NBA would look like. Quote, why not? Jordan replied when asked why he would quit at the top of his game. Quote, what, am I supposed to look old and gray and you guys run me out because I'm not living up to the standards I'm accustomed to? I think it's the appropriate time to leave when people can still see you play the game of basketball and they don't see the skills erode so quickly. As long as I'm still getting doubled and triple teamed, I still feel I'm a threat. Now, when teams start to guard me one-on-one, well, then I know it's past my time. So yeah, like I said, I wanted to do this article because it just shows MJ's mindset once again. It shows his mentality. And, you know, with so many players in the modern NBA who complain about things like double teams, like I said, Anthony Edwards was one of them. You know, I heard him complaining about dunking, and that hurts his hand. And, you know, these modern NBA superstars just complain so much about everything. You know, it's like, do you really love the game of basketball? And you hear MJ basically saying that, hey, look, you know, me being doubled and triple teamed, that still lets me know I'm a threat. You know, the day that people feel comfortable guarding me one-on-one, then it's time for me to go. You know, I don't want to wait till I'm ran out of the league because I can't play up to the standards anymore. And unfortunately, in the modern day NBA, the standards have lowered so much that there are plenty of players who can stick around. And not just the standards that have been lowered, is, you know, the rules of the game have been made so that it's easier to stick around as well. So you have the rules of the game making it easier to score, coupled with the fact that nobody's holding these players to any kind of standards anymore. So they can stick around forever. And we all know in particular who I'm talking about. Mr. I just put up 40 points as a 40-year-old, so I have one more thing to try to make a claim that I'm like Mike when I am nothing like Mike. Mr. LeBron the Duck James. Mr. LeBron 4 and 6 James. But yeah, like I said, Michael Jordan's mentality was just, you know, embracing those obstacles, you know, and using those obstacles to sharpen his game at all time. And yeah, I just thought that was a very interesting fact that he viewed double and triple teams as like, as long as teams are doing that, I still know I'm a threat. And while the modern NBA superstars are complaining about things like this, they think that they should just be able to go one-on-one the whole game and never receive a double or triple team because it makes it harder for them. And of course, we know Anthony Edwards just recently went to Michael Jordan for advice on double teams, you know, but I think it's funny, you know, in this era of the bigger, stronger, faster superstar, but more importantly, in this era of the more skilled superstar, you would think that these guys wouldn't need to go to any of the older players for any kind of advice. I mean, these guys are bigger, stronger, faster, and more skilled than ever. This is what they tell us. So why on earth would someone who's bigger, stronger, faster, and more skilled in previous eras need to reach out to players from the older eras for any kind of advice? Again, you know, that just shows you how meaningless the words are that comes out of the mouth of mainstream media. But anyway, this is a short video. We gonna hold up here. Like I said, I just thought that was another gem from Michael Jordan to basically say, hey, getting doubled and triple team, that's how you gauge how much of a threat you are. If they don't feel like they should double and triple team you, then you're not that big of a threat. And like I said, and just comparing it to the modern day NBA superstars who complain about any and everything that might make the game just a little harder, you know, then they're throwing a temper tantrum about. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think about Michael Jordan's take about, you know, basically saying, hey, if you're not getting doubled and triple team, then that shows that you're past your prime. Is LeBron getting doubled and triple team nowadays? Fanboys, that's a question for you guys. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.